Okay, hello everybody. This is a little weird. I haven't vlogged in quite a while. I'm going to try and stay still because I know somebody said that they got a bit motion sick last time when I used the gimbal. I think a cat's just come into my room. Yeah. Hi baby, come on. Come say hi. Let me scoop, let me scoop, let me scoop, let me scoop. This is our manager. She's not a huge fan of being picked up. She is shedding like crazy because it is warm. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah, she don't want to be here. Okay, go on then. Go be free. Be free, kitty, be free. I'm not forcing you to stay here anymore. You can leave. Please don't knock over my camera though. Okay, she's gone. That was very cute. Apologies for that interruption. I hope you enjoyed seeing my kitty. She is one of 3 that we have. I still live at home. This is my bedroom. So if you have never seen me before, welcome. My name is Harper. I am the maker and creator behind Harper Crochets. I'll stick my logo somewhere. And this little channel is me vlogging, showing you what I've crocheted, showing you what I'm up to in a day, in a week. This week's video is a week of crochet. I'm going to show you everything that I have made so far for a very big event that I have coming up. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that event and then we're going to crochet with you for a week. And I hope you can watch this video. Hopefully it'll be a nice long vlog. You can get a lot of stuff done while you've got me on in the background. I'll try not to whitter too much, but also I might jibber jabber a bit just because I like having people jibber jabbering on in the background while I crochet. So maybe you'll like having me jibber jabbering on while you crochet or while you do your art. Let me tell you a little bit about what we're prepping for while I add some antennae to this bee. So, okie pokey. This whole month, we are in the month of May. And this month is a very busy month for me. It's a very important month for me. I am prepping for probably the 2 biggest events of my life in June. One of which I did last year. It was the local carnival in my town. And it was, when I did it last year, I sold out of a lot of things. And it was my best selling event of the year. So that told me that I was under prepped. If I'd had more, I would have sold more. It was a constant stream of people, and by the end of the day my stock was dwindling, practically non-existent. And then for the rest of the year I never recovered that stock level. I then got into burnout. So of course this year, after having decided that this year's carnival is going to be bigger and better than last year, I booked an event 2 weeks before the carnival, which is possibly even bigger than the carnival. In fact, it's definitely even bigger than the carnival. And that is MCon Nottingham 2025. This is a Comic-Con. It's a pop culture Comic-Con, so it's more like film and TV, much more like Star Wars, Star Trek, all that sort of stuff. But because it is generic pop culture and there's a bunch of voice actors and actors from all sorts of things, I have decided to theme my table around D&D and fantasy. I did want to do a bunch of, because I'm like a huge Star Wars nerd, it was like my first ever hyperfixation as a child, fun fact about me, and I have forgotten a lot of the random trivia knowledge that I knew about Star Wars now that I'm older. It's sort of like left my brain as I sort of slowly started coming out of the hyperfixation, but there is still a lot of that knowledge there. I could tell you stupid amounts of detail about the Star Wars franchise, and particularly the original story that George Lucas wrote, because I'm not going to get into that. I was about to start a rant. I just had to catch myself so hard. Oh my god. Anyway, I could do a bunch of Star Wars and Star Trek things, but I have only seen Star Wars. I'm not a huge fan of Star Trek. I've seen a couple of bits from it and just didn't fall in love with it the same way I fell in love with Star Wars. Doctor Who is a big thing at this convention, but and I am a big fan of Doctor Who, at least the earlier seasons of the reboot. But honestly, Star Wars and Doctor Who do not have that many crochet patterns, and the crochet patterns that they do have are really intricate and complicated and all done in acrylic yarn, and I work in plush and blanket yarn. So here's a bee that I've just finished. So I decided, okay, that's not going to work for me. I'm going to do my table around fantasy, like dragons, goblins, and I thought to make it a bit more nerdy I would do some D&D themed things. So basically this is my makes bag, which is a bag from catnip.com that says more bubbles, less troubles. This is everything that I have made that is not con specific, and I will show you that in a minute. But for now, I have got a crate full of things that I have made that are just for the convention. So I have made, well actually these are left over from last Halloween, but I have a bunch of little ghosts because I think the crowd at a convention is maybe, and there's a little bit of fuzzies on them, the crowd at a convention is maybe a little bit more alternative, might like ghosts. I need to take these price tags off and do a sign for a basket. Basically, you will know if you have watched this channel for a while that I am in the process of UKCA testing all of my items. And for the con, I am doing all of my small items will be UKCA tested. I actually finished doing the testing yesterday, so I can say that these ghosts and all of these small items that I'm about to show you are UKCA certified and safe. So these ghosts being one of them. And I have 8 ghosts in 2 different slight sizes, so one's a little bit bigger. And I'm taking these to the convention. I made them last year for Halloween because I thought they were going to sell. I sold about half of the ones that I made, but because they're really quick and easy, I just made a ton of them. And then I've got, hopefully, this humongous crate is going to be full, oh, don't drop the lid, of items. And right now it has quite a few items. So we've got the ghost. I have also made some mini cryptids. So this is a Cthulhu. It's got little wings. It's just a little like chibi style cryptid. I've also got, along a similar line, a Mothman with his antennas are a bit bent, again with wings and with the fur and stuff. I've also got a jackalope, but I used that as a test subject for the UKCA testing, so I can't show you that. I'm going to put this down, this isn't working. Here is another Cthulhu that I have made. I really like this one. I honestly prefer this one in this yarn to this one in this, like, this one's like, I don't know, it's very swampy. I don't know how to describe this colour. This one is also very swampy, but it's like a more green swampy. I have made several big dragons, including this one which I have showed off on my Instagram, which is a coquette dragon. So the wings on the back are these big, beautiful bow with like the curly, with the ribbon, and then the big bow. The tail has a cute little bow on the end, and the horns have got like bow hair ties on. The eyes are hand painted. They are white pupil with purple, dark purple glitter, and because the purple glitter is holographic, they do come across as quite blue. Like that looks completely blue in camera, but I promise they are purple. Another big dragon that I have made is this beauty. Oh, sorry, I should tell you what the patterns are. This is, the ghosts are my own pattern. I am planning on releasing it. The cryptids are handmade by Nickel, I believe's pattern. There's 3 separate patterns and I've tested them as like the same item because the body style is like literally the exact same. It's just like one has face tentacles, one has a ruff of fur, one has antlers and ears to make a jackalope. Like they're all basically identical. This is the baby snuggle dragon by Snugglebeans Crochet, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's her name. Shannon. I know her name is Shannon because I've seen other people talking about her patterns and calling her Shannon, so I know that's her name. On Etsy, this is the baby snuggle dragon, but I did it in Banat. This is the mystical in pink quartz and whatever the purple shade is called. And then this is also a Snugglebeans dragon. This is the Revy dragon. So he has slightly curly horns, a second pair of horns, these face frills. He's got these beautiful scalloped wings. I love those. Got a cute belly patch. The toes, I did like one up, one down, so it looks like he's sort of, I think that's really cute. And the tail's got like a fleur-de detail. So this is the Revy dragon. Again, eyes are hand painted by myself. Then for other, actually I'll show you some smaller items, which this is my favourite thing that I've made so far, and this is wizard frogs. I love this pattern so much and I have modified it slightly, but it's a little froggy in a wizard coat, cloak and hat. I think it is just the cutest thing, and I've done one in this colour, and I'm going to show you my first one, which I made as the pattern directed. I need to stop moving around because I think that might be making people motion sick, but this was my test. that I did in purple with just the embroidery on the cloak, and the underside is very messy. These ones, all I did was I made extras of the stars that go on top and sewed them on, and then with the tails of the stars I filled in with some little embroidery stars. And I think like the inside is still kind of messy, but I think it's understandably messy. Like, I think people will understand that in order to sew something onto a one layer of fabric, there's going to be an underside, and the underside is, yes, a little messy, but I think people will understand that, whereas this underside doesn't look as good. So this guy I'm keeping, so I should put him to the side, and I really want to keep this one, but I don't need to. So this guy might go in a mystery bag, and I might keep this one. Also, this guy's cloak is sewn on. These guys, the cloak is removable. And no fret, I have very meticulously tested these, and the removable cloak is still safe. So yeah, this guy's going to go in a mystery bag. That's my solution. And then for some more large items, this one I'm not so happy with. I think it's cute, but it's not my best work. And that is this gelatinous cube. Face embroidery is okay. I'm happy with that. He's got a little cheeky smile. Skull I am happy with. The arrow, like you can see the pipe cleaner sticking out, and then it's just a bit messy. The sword is a hot mess of stitches with pipe cleaner sticking out. I really don't like that. And you can see where I sewed the bottom on. So I'm not happy with this guy. I don't know if I'm going to make more. It was quite an expensive pattern, I think. So I do want to make more, but it took up a lot of yarn. It took me almost 4 hours. In fact, it did take me 4 hours, and was really difficult to get the details right. Like, I think I was rushing it a little bit, so that's on me. But like, you make basically like a really thin chain, and then you have to double it up with a pipe cleaner inside. And for me, my tension is tight, so for me my single crochets are too small to fold it in half, which is why you've ended up being able to see the stitches where I have sewed it shut. I'm very frustrated, but I think I am still going to sell it. But I think I might put like an oopsie tag on it and sell it for a bit cheaper. But I think I probably will make more because it's really cute. Then again, something that I have shared on Instagram is this owl bear cub, which is made in Banat or Snug as a Bug. I think this one is actually Snug as a Bug. He's got little wings on his paws and little claws on his back legs, some stitching detail. I put these gorgeous colour shifting eyes on him, and I think this is really cute and I really like it. So I'm definitely going to make more of these. And then the final thing, oh, I haven't told you, can't remember who this pattern's by, I will link it. Can't remember, I will link it. So sorry. The final thing that I have made that's a big item, oh, I could tell you how much I'm going to sell everything for. That might be interesting to you, I don't know. The cryptids I'm going to sell for £12 each. The wizard frogs I'm going to sell for £12 each. They're smaller than the cryptids, but I think they clearly have more detail, so I think it's fair to charge the same. The ghosts are going to be probably £6 and £8, maybe £5 and £8, I'm not sure yet. This beauty is going to be £65 because it took a very long time. This one took over 4 hours. This one is going to be £75 just because the size of my gelatinous cube, I'm not sure how much this is going to be. I think I might discount it to 20 because it's quite messy, but I think usually it'd be about 32, 35. The owlbear is going to be either 32 or 35 pounds, depending on how much I price this next item at. And this next item is a mind flayer who has a raised cloak, cute eyebrows, these chameleon glitter shifting eyeballs, which I think are cute, tentacles, robe, whip. I can take fully off and you got a little fella underneath. I don't recommend taking the robe off because I think he looks naked, but it is possible if you really wanted to. And this guy took a very long time because, yeah, you crochet the mind flayer and the body and then the robe, and for me, clothing on plushies takes longer than the actual plushie. I'm much better at working in the round than I am at flat. So this guy needs to be about £40, so therefore I think 40-35 I think seems fair, but I am not positive yet. Okay, that is everything that I have made that is con specific, and I need to charge my gimbal, so I will be back. Okay, I think, yeah, so it is filming and I'm charging it, so I think we're good. So now I'm going to show you all the other items that I have prepped, because yeah, I'm expecting this to be my biggest event ever, so I am prepping like mad. So yes, the last few days I have chipped away at chickens. So I have 3 blue Stardew Valley inspired chickens. I have 2 white chickens. This one's a bit bigger by accident, it's not supposed to be. I have 3 of these sandy multi-variegated chickens. Here's the third one to prove. Not that you probably doubted me, but I have 2 of this grey brown, 2 of this definitely brown rusty colour, and 2 of the classic black and white speckle that I see everyone making chickens in. I also last week finished up a cat, which I had already started the body of and I just needed to finish up. Then yesterday I made 2 large bees and 5 opossums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opossums. So that is what I have been making so far. I will show you in a sec my market prep planner, which I designed. I'm just going to give you a bit of information about it. Designed it on Canva and just printed it out on plain paper at home. Oh, also I finished this bee, so this bee can go, oh, it's covered in fluff, in the mix bag as well. This is my market prep planner. It is this form that says market prep, and then it has the event, the date, and then space to write the item, and then check boxes. I don't know whether to tell you everything that I want to get prepped. I might. I want to prep mushy boys, opossums. I have 1 left to reach my goal. Wizard frogs I have prepped. Wizard frogs I have prepped 2 so far. Ghosts I have 8 out of 10. Wizard frogs I also want to have 10. Jackalopes, Cthulhus and Mothmans I want to have 5 each. I want to have 5 chick pops and 5 duck pops, 5 frog pops and 5 mushy pops. I want to have 6 large bees. I want to have a lot of small bees because I'm planning on having small bees as my lowest priced item. I want to have lots of large axolotls and lots of small axolotls. I have finished all of my chickens, so that's like my minimum goal. That's my perfect goal, but I have finished the chickens for my minimum goal. I've got a lot of leggy frogs that I want to do because I think those could sell really well. They're only going to be £6, so I think that's a good item. I've got a lot of cats that I want to do. And then I've got, for D&D specific or themed items, I want to do mimic books, like one that I did for a friend that I posted on Instagram. I want to do some baby goblins, which is a Madeline Mako pattern, I know that one. Some dragons in eggs, which I'm using the Diddy Decks pattern by Jodie's Yarn on Etsy, and I have some 3D printed eggs that I'm going to put them in. Some battle weapons, which this con is quite strict about no fake weapons, but I asked, and if it's a crochet weapon, it's clearly not an actual usable weapon, so they're okay with that. I've got a large goblin pattern. I've got a little Baphomet pattern. I want to do a lot of the Crochet Jen and No Sew dragons because I think those could do really, really well. I'm basically making my entire stall's themed dragons and like fantasy, so there's going to be a lot of dragons. So I want to have a lot of those. Gelatinous cubes, owlbears, mind flayers, and then I want to do some night furies. And that's the end of my list. So the main pages don't have the event part at the top, so it's only the first page that has this little event bar. Woo! I have been talking for so long, I'm sure, but that is my plan. So this week we are going to be crocheting. I'm basically going to film myself crocheting some, give you little recaps every day or every other day of what I have gotten made, and hopefully we will make good progress on prepping. Okie dokie. Hello. I have just deleted a clip of me rambling for 20 whole minutes while I made a bee. Okay, I'm gonna go have some lunch and then I will be back with some more crocheting. Okay, hello everybody. I haven't really updated, as you might be able to tell by the sort of golden lighting coming through on the side. It is now the evening. It is 7:38 in the evening. I tried to stop work at 8. Maybe I deleted that clip of me just rambling. But I am trying to stop work at 8 p.m. I don't think that's going to happen. But who knows, because my hands are absolutely killing me. I have been working with Banat for the last few days. I'm not gonna lie, it's getting pretty painful. In like my shoulders and my arm here is really starting to hurt. And my wrists, I can feel it as well. That isn't great. I also haven't had a terribly productive day today, and I'm quite frustrated with myself for not having crocheted more today. I have a schedule that I've made myself, and it is quite a tight schedule, and I have fallen behind today, and I'm kind of beating myself up about it, but I'm also telling myself not to beat myself up about it because I am still kind of ill, and it's like it is what it is. Like, if I get stuff done, I get stuff done. If I don't, I don't. I can only do what I can do. And if today just wasn't a super productive day, then today just wasn't a super productive day, and it is what it is. But I'm still being kind of hard on myself internally, mentally, so I'm feeling quite frustrated. If you give me a minute, I will show you what I've been making today, which is not much. I know that earlier I showed you 2 bees. Actually, let me do this row and then I'll show you. And yeah, I'm breathing heavily again because I'm in a considerable amount of pain. Okay, first thing I have made today is 1 large grey-black axolotl. This yarn was a joy to work with. I'm being sarcastic. So I was supposed to make 2 of these, and this is what kicked off the pain today, so it's not a great start. So I haven't made a second one, but I have made, because the yarn was being a bit easier, 2 purple large axolotls, and I am currently working on a pink large axolotl. So 3.5 axolotls and 2 large bees, which is not great for a day's work, but I think I said in the vlog I didn't get started until basically 1 o'clock. Had a bit of a lazy morning, which again I'm frustrated with, because I knew I had a lot to do and I still just faffed about, and then I've done a lot of faffing this afternoon as well, so it just hasn't been that productive. I figured we could maybe do some cozy evening crocheting and chatting. I think today I'm going to finish this axolotl, which I think will take me a little bit past 8 o'clock, which is my, in theory, cut off. Maybe I'll do some gaming. I might just do some other kind of work. I know that my office needs tidying, and I'm realising, because it's stuck in my face, you can't see what I'm doing. Oh, dearie me. And I've only got 1 row left, so I'm not going to bother with adjusting it. Sorry. I've had an interesting day. I've not been terribly productive with crocheting, but I have sorted out the details for a pretty awesome collaboration, which I am not going to tell you much about yet because it's not actually happening for a few months, but I am very excited to get started. I think it's going to be really cool. That's a good thing that's happened today. It's one of those where you just got to kind of like take the positives, I guess. I've got bandages on my fingers because they're really struggling. This finger is starting to get red and callous, and the callus on this finger from the hook has gotten pretty bad. So I need to cover those up. I'm going to sign off for the evening, and I will catch you again tomorrow.
Whatever you do, don't forget me, 'cause you never left my mind, not once. Yeah, every touch my heart goes bumping. Baby, I can't get over you, I can't. You make me feel good, gonna make you mine, baby. You are the only one I've ever wanted. 너야만 해봐.
Okay, hello everybody. It has been I filmed on, I believe, oh shit, it's Thursday. When did I last film? I think I filmed on Monday. I don't think I did. I think I filmed on Tuesday. And then yesterday I had a very difficult day because I was supposed to be crocheting and I tried to make stickers at the same time, and it did not go well, I'll tell you that. And I got very frustrated and very, very upset because of course the machinery for the stickers was just not cooperating, driving me absolutely nuts. So I didn't end up filming yesterday because I was getting so frustrated and so upset, and the last thing I want to do when I'm feeling like that is pick up a camera. And also because I try to be very real in my vlogs and like tell you how I'm actually feeling. I don't really want to be like super negative and like literally crying in my vlogs, which I was yesterday, so that is why you didn't see me yesterday. And then today I have been back to crocheting again. It's not been a greatly productive day and it's finding it very frustrating. As you know, I did film on Monday. Monday I had a good productive day, I think, and then Tuesday I had not such a productive day, and then Wednesday I had a bit of a mare with my stickers, so that wasn't a particularly productive day. Well, it was. It just wasn't productive in the way that I'd planned it to be. You've got to remember that like, even if it's not productive, it probably is. It's probably just in a different way than I had planned. So anyway, yesterday I crocheted the caps for 4 mushy boys, which once I have... Ow, my wrist. But yeah, I crocheted the caps for 4 mushy boys, and then today I have crocheted the bodies and popped their eyes in and closed them up. Give me 2 secs and I will show you the mushy boys. I can never like pause what I'm doing to show you something. Today I have finished off 4 mushy boys, and I have started and finished, well, I finished the pink axolotl that I was working on last time I checked in. That was in the evening and I was tired. I was working on a pink axolotl. I finished that and added the gills and everything. And then I have finished 2 more today. And now, as you may be able to tell from the last little time-lapsey clip, I am working on a blue axolotl. Oh, can you hear that? I hate that noise. So I have just finished the body of a blue axolotl. It still needs its gills and its dorsal fin. And then here are the mushy boys that I finished. So here's 1, 2, 3 and 4. So those are 4 mushy boys that I've finished. And here are 2 pink axolotls that are the large size of axolotl. I really need to post on my socials. I need to... Oh, there's so much I need to do. I'm getting a bit overwhelmed. Okay, hello, I'm back. Sorry, I just had a mini small meltdown. On my to-do list for today, on this very cute notepad from Ghost of Yukari, I've got to post on my socials at 3 PM. Well, it's 3:20 and I haven't done that, so I need to get on with that. I need to crochet. Tick. Actually, I'm going to tick it off to make myself feel better. I wanted to take photos of all the plushies that I've made so far for MCon. Haven't done that. I wanted to vlog. Tickety, and I had a design I needed to finish. Okay, hello, time to check in. I have finished 2 large blue axolotls. That's my check-in. But because I have finished those, I can move on to some more fun stuff, which for me is going to be con-specific items, which is going to be some cryptids. So, on my list, I wanted to make... It's not going to happen this week, which is frustrating, but it's okay. I wanted to make 3 more Cthulhus, 4 more Mothmans, and 5 Jackalopes. So I think I'm going to get started, I don't know on what, but I'm going to get started on those. And hope that my hands cope okay. My finger's a little bit red, but it's not too bad. So I think I'm just going to push through. I can always put the bandages on. Do some Cthulhus, I think, because they're easiest. Or should I do Jackalopes because those are hardest? Yeah, I'm going to go get the yarn and then let's crochet together for a bit. I just knocked my phone over, so that's great. So for the body of the Jackalopes, I'm going to use these 2 colours. And then for the antlers, I'm just going to use a nice dark brown. So I think you start from the bottom of them. I've got to make the ears first, don't I? Okay, so I need my smaller hook. So this pattern is not my favourite, just because it wants me to use a 4.5mm hook on the yarn that I would usually use a 6.5mm hook on. And it makes it very much hurt my hands, and it makes it, for me anyway, really difficult to work up. And it only uses a smaller hook on part of it, which is a very clever technique to make certain bits of it not come out humongous. But like, I've done this much and I'm already out of breath because my hands hurt. So I don't love this technique, but that's no hate to the pattern designer. It's very clever. It's just, man, it hurts my hands. And all the patterns that I show in this video will be linked down below, unless they are patterns that I have written that I haven't released, in which case there will be no link, unfortunately.
No matter the distance, I still want you. All I do is think about the night we sit at the sunrise, talking nonsense, saying how you paid the stars for me. Baby, if you mean it, let me say you make me feel good. Gonna make you mine, baby. You are the only one I've ever wanted. 너야만 해라. 거짓말처럼 나타나줘 내 앞에. Doesn't matter what they say or do, it's you, it's you.
Like, look how dinky these little ears are. So cute.
You make me feel good. Gonna make you mine, baby. You are the only one I've ever wanted. 너야만 해라. 거짓말처럼 나타나줘 내 앞에. You are the only one I've ever wanted. 너야만 해라. 거짓말처럼 나타나줘 내
We should head back to our old place in the faraway town where I met you, baby. All those years pass, now I know you. How the times can change and I get a little down.
Alright, hello. I am really hot, but I have finished one jackalope whose antlers keep flopping. I think I made them too big. I think I said I'd do my own thing and they keep flopping, so I think they're too big. But that is one jackalope, and I am on second one. I just need to glue the eyes, the backs of the eyes, and close it up.
Thinking about tomorrow, I get down. Was it over from the get-go? Should we call it quits and let go? I have cried many times over you. Sleepless nights, what a crime. Wasting my tears on a broken dream. Maybe I just can't forgive another mistake. Maybe I don't wanna feel this heartache. Every time you let me down, I get to thinking I don't even know why I tried. Is it just me? Do you feel the same? Were you up all night thinking you should maybe go your own way? Or should we stay? Try to make things right, cause I get a little down. Thinking about tomorrow, I get down. Should we call it quits and let go? I have cried many times over you. Sleepless nights, what a crime. Wasting my tears on a broken dream. And maybe I just can't forgive another mistake. Maybe I don't wanna feel this heartache.
But here is another little jackalope with a little white tail. I think this is really cute. I'm gonna sign off. I don't know, you probably won't see me again today. If you do, I'll see you later. If you don't, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, hello everybody. I have honestly not filmed that much in the last few days. Actually, that's a lie. I haven't filmed anything. I've been struggling a little bit. I've not been feeling that I've been as productive as I could have been, and that has been frustrating me, but you know, it is what it is. I think I've already said that a million times in this vlog. I'm just going to show you what I've made in the last few days, and yeah, you'll have to let me know down below if you like what I've been making. So, I think when I left off, I was making axolotls or jackalopes. Or maybe I just made axolotls and then I was making jackalopes. I think that was it. But I ended up making 3 jackalopes. I think I showed 2 in the vlog. And then the next day, I moved on to making Cthulhu's. So I did these 2 in this green. This one has green eyes. This one has blue eyes. Cute, right? I think. And then I also did a purple one with red eyes, which is a bit more like a mind flayer than a Cthulhu, but I think it could be either. 3 more Cthulhus, which puts my total up to 5. I already had 2 made. And then along a similar line, this is the same base pattern but creates a different creature. But then that day I have 1 Mothman already made, and I decided I wanted 5, so I made 4 little Mothmen. I think, which one was my first one? This one was my first one of the day, so the eyes are a bit smaller and the fur's a bit smaller. This is what I finished the day with, so the fur cuff is much bigger and the eyes are a few millimeters bigger as well. So yeah, that one's my first one with his wings on the back, and then I made 1, 2 and 3 more. Then yesterday I made something for this beautiful egg here, and that is a new dragon. This is the dragon that I made. It is in like a snuggler style, so the body is unstuffed. It's got these gorgeous blue velvety wings and spikes. It's got some blue eyes to match, and I did some little tail detail. This pattern is by, I know the Mothmans and Cthulhu's are handmade by Nickel, I believe, on Etsy. This dragon is the Diddy Dex Snuggler Dragon pattern by Jodie's Yarn, and the eggs I had printed with a friend who I will also link down below if you wanted to get some of their 3D printed stuff. So I made that, and then I also made the legs for 7 dragons. And when I say dragons, I mean the No-Sew Crochet by Jenna dragon, and I put them in this little pouch, and there's only 2 colours in there now, but they are itty bitty little legs. So then I made all of those and the dragon in the egg yesterday, and then yesterday I started to crochet them up into dragons. So I got this dragon body done and the legs are crocheted in, so dragon body. And the couple of modifications that I made to this pattern, I sew the wings on later. As you can see, it has no wings crocheted in, and I also skip the bobbles down the back in preference for crocheting a stripe of fur on afterwards. So I did a green one and this orange speckledy one, and just because of the different brands of yarn, that's the size difference. Exact same pattern, exact same hook, but this yarn was a little bit thinner. It was still called itself a weight 5/6 chenille yarn. This calls itself a weight 5/6 chenille yarn. They should be comparable, but they're not. So I made those 2 bodies yesterday. Then today I worked up, actually I think I made this one today and I did this one yesterday. Anyway, I worked up a blue dragon with gold eyes, and I don't actually know the name of the dragon, but it's the dragon in 4th wing. Is it Andana? Or is this Sigale? Again, if I'm butchering that, I'm so sorry. I've not read it yet. I've got it on audiobook, and I have not actually started it yet. But I thought while I was making dragons, I should make a black dragon, a gold dragon, and a blue dragon. I don't know, it's a popular book series right now. I feel like people might maybe want a 4th wing dragon. So did this blue one yesterday, correction, and then did this one this morning. And then I have also done this one this morning/afternoon, and it was taking me a lot longer than I wanted to. I was working in yarn awkwardness order. So this one I knew was going to be awkward because it was really thin and it's quite shiny. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's quite a shiny yarn. I don't like working with it so much. This one had the opposite problem. It was so stiff and dry, like it felt starchy on my hook, and it was squeaking and it was so difficult to work with. So I knew that from doing the legs, I knew this one was going to be hard to work with, so I started with 1, 2 in order. And then this yarn I always find is hard to work with because of the thread with the bobbly bits in. I always find it hard to work with. I find it quite a stiff yarn, so I did this one next because I knew this one would also be not too fun. And then I did this one. This one also came out really small, like same sort of size. Oh god, it's even smaller as the green one, because again this yarn was really thin, but it's so pretty and I thought it would make a really cute dragon. So those were all like the awkward yarns that I knew I was going to have to do. And then I have just been working on a red dragon, and this yarn, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's very fluffily. So it has been kind of a pain to work on, which is why I did this one next. And then next I'm going to do the gold, and then I'm going to do the black last, because I'm kind of dreading doing the black, but I know that the yarn is really nice to work with. So if I'm doing them in order of yarn awkwardness, I know it'll be fine. It's just, it's going to be hard because I won't be able to see my stitches. Stitched plan. And that is everything that I have made this week. You will have seen in the earlier bits of the video the axolotls and like the regular items that I made, and then I've just shown you some of the specialty items that I have made. All of these dragons, by the way, still need, I'm batching them, as you may be able to tell, which is why I made a bag full of legs, then a bag full of bodies, and then I will do all of the wings, sew all the wings on, and then add all of the fur. I really don't have that much else to say this week. I haven't been vlogging very much recently, and I just haven't felt like it. Like, I haven't felt like it was something that I was particularly motivated to do. Not because I dislike doing it. I dislike editing. I will be honest, I don't like editing. But the actual vlogging is fun. I like that I can just natter to my phone and people will watch and people will comment and people will interact with my video. It blows my mind, and I love that feeling of like someone leaving a comment, like responding to something I said in my video, and I'm like, wait, you actually paid attention? Why? I don't know. I don't feel like it's normal for people to listen to what I have to say. So it's a really nice feeling. Don't feel like I deserve it, but it is a fun feeling, and therefore it makes me excited to vlog, knowing that if I say something whatever, someone might have something to say in response, and that's a lot of birds. Is that a flock of starlings? No, that's just pigeons. That's a whole ass flock of pigeons. Plummet. That's a lot of pigeons. Right, I like vlogging. Don't like the editing so much. I do struggle with editing. And then I look away for a second and all the pigeons have just disappeared over the roofs. Oh, so they're back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can see 10 pigeons right now. That's a lot of pigeons. Is that a pigeon? Yes, it is a pigeon. 5. Oh, there's pigeons up there as well. That's so cringe. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I don't know how long I've been looking at pigeons, but yeah, I haven't really been motivated to vlog recently. I've been struggling a little bit with my mental health and physical health. Just haven't got back into the vlogging after, like, because I did several market vlogs in a row, and then I didn't vlog during the week because I knew I had a video lined up that I could edit the market vlog and it'd be ready to go. Whereas now I'm currently having my month off to prepare for my convention and my carnival. But because I'm taking that month off, there's no market vlogs for a month. So if I wanted to put out a video a week, I needed to vlog like more lifestyle, just what I'm up to sort of thing, and I haven't been very good at it. Like, I've made a bunch of stickers the other day, I think I said. It got me quite frustrated. There were tears and everything, but I did make a bunch of stickers and I don't think I've shown them to you, which I think is a bit tragic. You know what, why not? I'm not going to show you the actual stickers because they're in a different room and I've completely boxed myself in on my bed with stuff. So I'm not going to show you the stickers themselves, but I will pop up on screen here the brand new designs that are going to be coming with me to MCon Nottingham. They are fantasy / D&D inspired and all have like an element of crochet in the design, and I'm actually really happy with them. I'm not great at rendering my designs. I think a lot of my designs are very simplistic and have like minimal shading and rendering, and these I think I've done a good job and I'm really happy with them. So let me know which is your favourite, especially the dragons. There are 4 dragons. Let me know which of the dragons is your favourite, and yeah, they will be coming with me to MCon. I have collectible key rings of all of the dragons, so they're going to be £6 each for a yay big key ring, £6 each, or all 4 for £20, so it'll be a potential set. The gelatinous cube I'm going to have as an acrylic pin badge, which is going to be an MCon exclusive, so if you would like to get that as an acrylic pin badge, you will have to come and visit me at MCon, which is at the Motorpoint Arena, Nottingham, on the 7th and 8th of June. I am not expecting anyone to come visit me, but if you do, I will see you there. Yeah, then I will also have all 5 of those designs available as stickers, which will probably continue to be available on my shop. I'm also working on a design which I haven't yet finished, which is going to be just a sticker, and it's on my iPad because I work digitally, and that is going to be this funny little design. I'll see if I can get it without a glare on. I think that's so funny, honestly. As you can see, I've only just started colouring and rendering it, so the line work is done, but it needs some work. So that is going to be available as a sticker as well, and those are the designs that I am bringing for MCon that are going to be like my not fully exclusive. The only exclusive item is going to be the acrylic pin badge. Yeah, sorry, pigeons again. That's going to be the only exclusive item, and I'm only going to have 8 of those, so once they have sold out, they have sold out. They will never be remade. Everything else is going to be a hope and pray kind of thing. I am hoping to have about a third of my table be my merch stuff, so like all my key rings, pin badges, stickers, button badges, all that good stuff, stitch markers as well, and then the rest of my table will be plushies, and I am mostly doing themed plushies. I will have a lot of my regular small items like axolotls, bees, opossums, you know, frogs, like just generic items that a lot of people will do, but then I'm gonna have my con specific items like this little fella in his egg, which I have already got 2 dragons in eggs made, and I have been bringing those to my other events so far this year, but they haven't sold, and I think a convention is the sort of right place for that sort of item. I really hope. I've put a lot of effort in, and if it doesn't pay off, quite frankly, I'm going to be a little bit gutted. But you will have to check in with me again next week for another week of market prep. Anyway, I think that's going to be all from me for this week. I think I have rambled at you long enough. This is a very long clip now. So if you have watched all the way to the end, leave a comment with a dragon emoji or the word dragon, and that will let me know that you have watched all the way to the end. If you do watch all the way to the end, I am so grateful. My viewer retention is currently quite low, which tells me that I ramble too much. So for those of you who do watch all the way to the end, I am really, really grateful. If you can do all of the interaction things like commenting the word dragon or a dragon emoji, liking this video, subscribing, turning on notifications, it helps me, and it also tells YouTube that my content is halfway decent and that other people might want to see it, which is my goal. You know, I want people to see my content. I want this to be a safe space for people, so do all of the sharey stuff if you would like to, of course. No pressure. If you didn't enjoy this video, if you don't want to do the interaction-y stuff, you don't have to. If you are still here, thank you so very much for watching, and I hope to see you here in the next video, which should be coming at you same time next week. Goodbye!